Hello everybody, my name is Noah and today we are training our hips. Specifically, we are working on increasing our range of motion for hip internal rotation. For this routine, you don't necessarily need any equipment. Optionally, you may want 1 or 2 blocks depending on if you feel any discomfort in any of the positions today. So for today's routine, it's actually only one exercise. It's going to be 90-90 hip internal rotation PAILs and rails. Now I have a separate video where I explain in detail how to perform this exercise, and I also have a video where I explain what PAILs and rails is. So I recommend you pause this video first, check the links in the description, and watch those videos, then come back and complete today's routine. Let's get started right away. So we're going to start in 90-90 position. I'm going to start with my right leg forward. 90-90 position means here, hip to knee in a straight line, hip to knee in a straight line here. Now we're training the back hip here, trail hip. What we're going to do, we're going to start with a long stretch in this position. So we're going to be here now, feeling that our belly button is pushed down, hips and butt pushed down to the ground like this, reaching towards our heel. So we're not just sitting back, we're trying to sit back and diagonally towards our heel. The reason I said you might want a block is that if your knee right now is up in the air, place a block or an object underneath to make it more comfortable for your knee. Also, some people feel a lot of pressure on their knee here and they don't like this position. You can adjust by maybe placing something here to make it easier or more comfortable, or you can adjust by moving your heel more towards your butt, moving it more out, adjusting the toe position, the foot position. That's all okay. Also, if you prefer, you can also bend this front leg more if you want, because we're training this back leg. Okay, so those are all options. The most important thing is that regardless of which position you're choosing, that you're feeling a deep stretch in your trail hip. So right now we're going to spend a lot of time here. We're going to spend a couple minutes in this position. Again, if you're lost and you want even more information and details about how to perform this exercise, please check the link in the description. I have multiple videos where I go into detail explaining PAILs and rails, as well as how to perform this exercise. Making sure we don't want any discomfort. If you feel discomfort in your knee, play around with a different position. Try and find a different position that still gives you a good stretching sensation in your trail hip. The most common mistake I see is people start moving out of this position. Try your best to find a position and get locked in there, and then reaching towards your trail foot. So this way. As you move this way and you combine that with pushing your belly button down and your butt down, that's when you're going to start feeling a deep stretch in the hip. So we're just going to spend some more time in this position before we start the PAILs and rails, which I'll explain in a bit when we get there. But for now, let's spend a couple more minutes just stretching in this position. About another minute and a half here. As you've been spending more and more time in this position, try and move deeper into the stretch. Deeper meaning more towards your heel, this way diagonally. Not deeper by going backwards. About 30 more seconds. So after this stretching period is done, we're going to move into the PAILs contraction, which means we're going to be training the tissue that's in the lengthened position, which is this tissue that's facing the ground. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail here. I have a full video where I explain in great detail what PAILs is, what rails is. All you have to know for now is that we're going to gradually start pushing down, not yet when I say so, start pushing our ankle down into the ground. Imagining if the floor wasn't there, we're trying to make this position happen, this movement happen. Okay, so right now we're still in the stretch position. Okay, so we're going to get started with the PAILs contraction. You're going to breathe in, pack the air into the stomach, tension throughout the body. Maintain this position. 10% pushing my heel into the ground using all these muscles that are facing down towards the ground. Trying to kick my ankle into the ground. Imagine I'm scooping my ankle through the ground. Now, maintain that 30% tension. So there's 30% tension, 30% effort pushing down. Should be focusing on this hip area, but there's tension throughout my body. Now 50% pushing down, 50% tension in my core, 50% tension in my thigh, in my calf here, in my hands. 80% tension pushing down, 80% pushing my heel into the ground, squeezing hard, squeezing, pushing. And now if you can, maximum effort, 100% without any pain of course, pushing down as hard as you can into the ground. Squeezing max effort for 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, maintain this position. Now we're going to switch. Let's go max effort up as hard as we can, trying to lift our heel off the ground. It's impossible. That's just a feeling. Trying to lift off the ground while simultaneously pulling our body deeper towards our heel, so they're going in opposite directions. Another 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and maintain this position. Relax, but maintain this position. If you're confused about this PAILs and rails, pushing and pulling, I really recommend you watch the videos that I have linked below because I go into detail explaining them. I'm just assuming you've watched those videos so you know how to do this exercise. I'm not just skipping over and not providing good instruction. Okay, we're going to repeat that now. We're going to move over a bit so my heel is on the mat. Okay, so we're not moving out of this position. We're trying to stay in this position. So we're going to breathe in. Pack the air into the stomach, tension throughout the body, 10% pushing down, 10% pushing the heel into the ground, tension, 30% tension throughout the body, 30% pushing my ankle into the ground. 50% tension, 50% pushing my ankle into the ground, 50% effort. 80% effort now, 80% tension throughout the body. And last one, 100% effort, squeezing as hard as we can, pushing into the ground, driving into the ground, drive the heel into the ground. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite now, 100% effort. ankle feeling moving up, body moving deeper into the stretch, trying to pull yourself, use these muscles to pull yourself deeper towards your ankle while trying to squeeze here, trying to lift your heel towards your chest. It's impossible. That's the feeling you're going for. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Breathe in for 2. Breathe out for 4. Take some deep, slow breaths in this position. Good. Slowly move out of this position. And now we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay? Same rules apply. It's the exact same movement. So we're going to get started here. If you need a break, just pause the video. We're going to get started. As again we said, we rotate the body back, belly button down, butt down, reach towards the heels. Okay? Again, if your heels, you can place this under your knee, something under your knee to make it more comfortable. If some people, your knee might be up here, just place a block to make it provide some support. If you don't like the feeling on your knee, play around with different positions. Everybody's different. Trying to find a position that works for you, that allows you to feel a stretch without any pain in your knee. And as you do this, you might realize one side feels easier than the other. That's okay. For me, my left side, when we just previously did, is harder. It's more difficult for me than this right side. As we're staying in the stretch, I'm just going to explain again for the rails contraction. So after we're pushing down, pushing down, pushing down, we're lifting up. It's only a feeling. Because we're in our end range of motion, meaning at the outer limit of our range of motion that we can move through, it's impossible for us to actually lift up. If I move my body out here, I can lift. So that's because I'm no longer in my end range of motion. So as we're here and I say lift up, it's only a feeling that we're going to be working on trying to lift up. We're not actually lifting up. It's impossible. If you are able to lift up, you're not deep enough into the stretch. So you have to only feel that you're squeezing these muscles here to try and lift up, simultaneously pulling yourself this way into the stretch. So they're working kind of against each other. Your body's moving towards the heel, your heel is moving towards your chest. But now we're still in the stretching position for a couple of minutes. About 1.5 more minutes here. Stretching. About 30 more seconds. So let's start getting ready. We're going to start breathing in. Pack the air into the stomach. 10% pushing our heel into the ground, down, scooping down. 30% down. Maintaining this position with my body. My body's not moving. I'm locked in. 50% tension throughout the body, 50% pushing down. Pushing my heel into the ground, driving down. 80%. 80% down, 80% tension throughout the body. And 100%, as much as we can, max effort without any pain, pushing down. Push, push, push. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maximum effort, 100%, lifting up, pulling your body deeper into the stretch. This is heel is moving towards the chest, chest is moving towards the heel. Keep going. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Relax, but stay in this position. Do not sit out of this position. Take some deep breaths. Okay, let's repeat that. Breathe in. Pack the air into the stomach. And 10% down. Pushing the heel into the ground, 10%. 30%. 50% tension throughout the body, 50% pushing down into the ground. 80%. And 100%, pushing as hard as we can into the ground. Down, down, down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 100% effort, lifting up, squeezing up, pulling the body deeper towards the heel. So heel to chest, chest to heel. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maintain this position. Breathe. Deep breathing. Deep breathing, calming our body, staying in this position, not moving out of this position yet. Okay, slowly move out of this position. Now, we're going to finish today's routine with some hip capsule cars. So we're going to be lying down for this exercise, hip capsule cars. You don't need any equipment for this one. Again, I also have a full video where I explain in detail how to do this exercise. So we're going to be lying here. We're going to choose 2 positions. I'll do 3 positions today. At each position, we're going to move out, hold for 2 to 3 seconds, in. Use your hand for support. Okay, so we're squeezing out and in. And now we're going to switch sides. So we'll start left leg because we started today with our left leg. So breathe in. So I'm going to start any position. I'm going to start in this position. It's fine. So out, squeeze as much as you can. 3, 2, 1. In. 3, 2, 1. Okay, focusing on squeezing as much as you can. So maximum internal rotation. 3, 2, 1. Maximal external rotation. 3, 2, 1. Out. 3, 2, 1. In. 3, 2, 1. Change position, adjust the position a bit. Doesn't have to be a big change. Hold the leg. We don't want the leg moving all over the place. Breathe in and move. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, last position. You can choose any position you want. I'm going to bend the knee, extend a bit more, and outwards. And let's start. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's change side. Same thing. And we'll start. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Next position. Choose any position you want. Go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Last position, then we're done. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and that is the end of today's routine, focusing on increasing the range of motion for hip or internal rotation. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day. Bye.